Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rafiana, and in today's video, I'll be creating this glittery sunset inspired cloud eye makeup look. This look was inspired by Make Me Up Missa's Patreon challenge, so without further delay, let's get into the tutorial. As always, I'm starting off by applying an eyeshadow primer. Today I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer in the shade White. First, I'm stamping it on with a brush and then using my fingers, tapping it to blend it out. I'll be using the Bperfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette, and I'm starting off with the shade called the Deep, which is a matte royal blue, and I'm packing it on and mostly concentrating it on the outer corner of my eye. Taking the shade Blackberry and placing it next to the blue shade, and next to that I'm applying the shade called Fruity. Mixing the shades Pink Lily and Magenta together, I'll be applying that next to the previous shades. Then taking the shade Blaze, I'm packing it on and mixing the shades Mango and Sundown together, I'm applying it next to that red shade. And finally packing on the shade Yellow towards the inner portion of my eye. Now I'll start to blend out the outer edges of these eyeshadows. At first I was just placing all these colors next to each other to create a sunset gradient, and naturally these colors will seamlessly blend into each other. I'll use the shade Lagoon to blend out the blue shade a bit more. With a clean and small brush, I'm gently blending the edges away of these eyeshadows. The purple and blue shades took a little longer to blend out. From the Beauty Bay Pastels palette, I'm going to use all corresponding shades to blend out the eyeshadows. I used First Light to blend out the yellow, and then took Golden Hour to blend out the orange. To blend out the pinks and purple, I'm taking the shade Lovesick, Daydream, and a little bit of Euphoria. Lastly, taking the shade Cloud Free, which is an amazing pastel blue shade, to blend out the darker blue. And once again, I'm blending everything out using a fluffy brush. Now I'm going to go in with all the previous shades from the Carnival palette to re-intensify the colors. This look is all about blending all these shadows and going back and forth till we're happy. I'll be using the Revolution Cut Crease canvas in the shade Create, and I'm going to slowly start cutting my crease in a cloud shape. So basically I'm using a flat rounded shaped brush which I'm using to create the puffs of a cloud. Since the tip of the brush is rounded, it helps create those semicircles by just stamping the brush onto the eyes. After evaluating the clouds on my hooded eyes, I decided to make the third and fourth cloud a bit bigger so that they could be seen above my crease when I open my eyes. I take a lot of time doing normal cut creases, and this cloud one took a lot longer. I removed the excess eye primer using a wet wipe. I'm filling in the rest of my eyelids using the cut crease canvas and tapping away the excess product with my fingers. I'm going to pack on the blue and purple shade on the outer third of my eyelid and try to pack them on in a diagonal shape. I'm going to use the same pink shades I used earlier from the Carnival palette, which were the shades Fruity, Magenta, and Pink Lily, to create a dark pink to light pink gradient. From the Bperfect Carnival XL Pro palette, I'm going to use the shade called Funky and also take the shade called Pep Talk and place these towards the inner part of my eyelid. I'm going to deepen the outer corner using the blue and purple shade, tapping these shades gently and then blending them out. Now taking the shade Lovesick from the Pastels palette, I'm applying that right on the edge of the cloud puffs, so basically on the rounded edges of the cut crease. Taking the previous purple and pink shades, I'm going to pack and blend these shades one last time to create a smooth gradient. Next up, I'll be using the NYX Glitter Primer and the Jcat glitter in the shade Ultra Pink. It's a gorgeous neon pink glitter with green reflex, but unfortunately my camera is just not picking that up. It's looking rose gold or light pink for some reason, but you can see the green reflex when it's blurred. I'm going to pat the glitter all over my eyelid and take it up to the edge of the cloud cut crease, and also tapping it gently over the darker purple shades to give a blended glitter effect. Now mixing the Inglot Duraline with the Inglot White Gel Liner, which is in the shade 76, and I'm using the Inglot liner brush. I'm trying to draw a thin outline over the edge of the cloud cut crease. Sorry that my mirror and my hand keeps blocking the view, but it was very important that I get really close to my eyes. And also I was holding my breath while doing each of these liner strokes. I decided to do the liner to make the cloud shape pop even more, and I did go in over the white liner a second time to make sure that it was fully opaque and white and it didn't have any streaks, because the first layer will turn a little bit pale pink after drying down. And I'm sorry that I couldn't film the part where I was putting on the second layer. I totally forgot, but I did take my time here to very carefully draw each stroke over the cloud puffs and not to make a big mistake, because it's white and it's not going to be possible to correct them. Just going slow and steady is the best option here. Next, I'm taking the Beauty Bay Crayon Liner in the shade Ink, and I'm going to tightline my eyes with it. Taking the Balm Schwing Liner, I'm going to draw a very thin line across my eyelid, very close to my lash line, so that it helps hide the lash band of the lashes I'm going to use later. Using the same Inglot White Gel Liner, I'm going to create dots and stars. I'm randomly placing different size dots, but I would suggest drawing the stars first and then doing the dots. I don't know why I didn't do it in that order. I decided to draw the bigger star towards the outer portion of my eye, basically where my brow ends. And to draw the stars, I'm first going to start off by drawing a plus sign for guidance, and then joining the sides with a line and filling it in until it roughly looks like a diamond shape. The brush strokes need to be very gentle, or else there will be mistakes. I'm just flicking the brush on each of the 4 sides of the star to create a sharp line elongating from the diamond to look like a sparkly star. I've taken a small stiff brush and applying that blue shadow over the areas where I've made mistakes to neaten it up. Now I'm going to draw a smaller star towards the inner portion of the eye where the yellow and orange shades are. I'm using the same technique but being very precise with the brush strokes, as I want this one to be smaller than the first one I did. Patience and perseverance is key to doing such precise work. Believe me, I almost gave up. Next, I'll be using the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, the green one I mean, and applying it on my upper lashes, wiggling the mascara wand at the base of my lashes and pulling up. This makes them look so much fuller and lengthier. I will do the same colors on the lower lash line just as I did for my crease, so that the whole look ties in nicely together. And I will blend away the harsh outer edge so that there's a more diffused look. Next, I'm going to use the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Gotcha on my waterline to add a bit of a contrast. This liner took a while to build up, and for some reason it crumbled off as I was applying it. I will use it again in another look just to be sure that it is the liner's fault and not the user's fault, but initially I'm very disappointed. Anyways, I'm applying mascara on my lower lash line, and of course the fun part, I'm going to add some gems on. These are basically nail art gems, and I'm using a gem picker, but it's totally possible to, you know, place these gems using your fingers too. Just like I'm showing you guys here, but it is just going to take a little bit longer if you're going to use your fingers. Perfect. For my inner corner, I'm using the shade First Light from the Pastels palette, and I'm intensifying it using my fingers and blending the edges with a brush. I'll use one of my favorite pairs of lashes, which are the Ardell 3D Faux Mink lashes in the style 854. And that is it, you guys. This is the finished eye look. I absolutely loved it. I had so much fun creating this, and my favorite part of this look was probably applying all the gems and the stars. I loved the green reflect in the pink glitter. I think it's beautiful. Also, this was my first time doing this kind of cloud eye look. I wore big pink earrings and glossy pink lips and was on a full pink overload mood. I hope you all loved this look as much as I did, even though both eyes don't exactly match. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more fun looks. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe, you all. Bye!